Saint, who I believe is in the house. General Saint.
Big up, General Saint.
Big up, ladies. Big up yourself. Big up yourself.
Okay, there you go. Let's bring you in, General Saint, for our ladies to interview you.
Wow.
Okay, General
These
Saint,
ladies
and let's add Peaches back, and let's also add our sister Lips Red back as well. General Saint's doing amazing things, family. I need you to interview him and tease out from him all of the amazing works that he is doing. Okay, all right. He sent us some links. I'm not sure, you should have it in your WhatsApp. If not,
Lovely.
I can try and
we'll have a look. In the meantime, General Saint, what have you thought of the show so far, brother?
Oh, you ladies have had me on a trip. Wow. Wow. Happy New Year. I mean,
Happy New Year.
Ladies, you know, I've always believed in the mothers of the earth, and you know, you are the ones that teaches us how to survive, how to live. And, you know, there's a saying which we all know, you know, behind every successful man, there is a woman. And it's the woman's success. I think I do believe so much in the women's success. I've got 6 daughters, 6 beautiful daughters, which I love, I love dearly. And you know, sitting here today and listening to you guys, you know, even Chancellor, you know, he's been a rock behind me, supporting me in what I'm doing now. And you know, my journey starts probably when you guys were still in your buggy. You know?
But you still look good. You still look good, my brother. General Saint.
I'm telling you.
I thank you. And it's the way I live. You know, I live with nothing but love inside here. And you know, listening to the Empress before, just off. Yes, to Nina and what she's saying, you know, and you know, I try not to add stress in my life. I try to keep away from stress, and you know, wake up every morning giving thanks to the Almighty God. I can open my eyes and you know, see the day, and keep transforming myself as well within what I do, and you know, keep motivating myself. But you know, most of all, Serene, what motivates me more is this young lady here. She motivates me the most.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
greetings, sister Empress.
You are appreciated. We appreciate you with your beautiful, loving, smart self.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's also author. She's just written her first book as well.
Genius.
Yes.
Genius.
I'm doing the rain dance, Peaches, because this sister needs some acknowledgement. Okay.
Thank you.
Can I just let her know one thing, please, my brother?
Yes.
Young Queen, you inspire me to know that you are doing what you love and want to do as an author, supported by your family. So love, Queen.
Love, Queen. Say yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I hope everybody get your book.
Where's your book? What's it called?
You need to put the link in the chat, General. Please put the link in the chat so we can support this young sister.
Okay, I will. Thank you, Sabah.
Bye.
Bye, beautiful. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Queen.
She's my inspiration. She, you know, from the day she was born, I keep doing things. I keep doing great things, and she motivates me more than anything else.
Mm.
And as you guys know, I don't know how much you guys know about my career.
So I was going to say, my brother, like, this is what number one, before we even get to your career, because you're showing us who you, like, just, I feel the love coming off you, and I want to know all about you. So I'm not even going to pretend, like I've been writing and all that. I'm very transparent, I'm very real, and I want to get to know you in real time. Yeah.
Yes.
So you're going to teach, you're going to share with me, share with us, and together people are going to get to know. But before we go there, can we please get the name of the book of that beautiful gem? What was her book called?
Friends.
Say that again.
Friends.
Friends.
Friends. Friends.
I'll write it in the chat. Friends. Yeah. And what's the author's name? Just so that they can Google it.
Serene Hislop. SEREN HISLOP. HISLOP.
Lovely.
Thank you very much.
And that's SEREEN. Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much for that. So yes, with that being said, talk. Let me know, who are you, General Saint? Let us know. I want to learn. I want to know.
We want to learn. We want to learn.
This is a relationship that I am just connecting fully with our brother, General Saint.
It is a relationship, and you know, my relationship with the world starts with music. I was born in Jamaica. I came to UK when I was 17 years old. I had a dream that I wanted to become a star. And it's strange enough, it's yesterday, someone who I know over 40 years said to me, you remember one day you walk into a restaurant and we were sitting down and you said, I'm going to be a star. And the next thing I know, you're on top of the pops. Now, you know, my life has transformed into, you know, something really massive. I'm from a poor and humble beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with my grandmother. My mother left me when I was 9 months old to come to the UK. And I grew up with my grandmother, a woman who could not read or write, but she done all the dirty work in washing people's clothes to make money for me to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't let her down on that, because it was fortunate that I was a kid that loved school and I love learning. And, I'm not an A student, but I went to school to learn enough that when her daughter's son write her from abroad, she didn't have to go to a stranger to read her letter.
Mm.
She had me to do that. And so it could keep her life private. And she grew me up until I was 17 years old. And then I came to this country. When I came to this country, I saw opportunities. I saw that, okay, I grew up, doing a lot of things in my life. And when I say I grew up poor, I mean, there's poor and there's poor. And I didn't have money or anything like that, but I had a rich life.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with people who I loved, the people who I enjoyed being with every day. I could go and get fruits from the tree, mango, guinea, whatever I choose to get. I could get sugarcane, anything. So that part of my life was rich. And I think that's what maintained me today, because of that richness of life that I had when I was very young.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to the UK, I started my musical career. And my first record, was a tribute to a friend of mine who died in Jamaica. And it went to number 1.
What track was that?
It's called Tribute to General Echo. Yeah. And then my second track, another one, Bite the Dust.
Oh, another one bites the dust.
No. You kiss kitty here while you're minus plus. Another one bite the dust.
I heard it when I was younger. Younger.
Oh yeah.
Love my brother.
That was massive. That was like 14 weeks #1 on the reggae charts.
Oh wow!
It was massive, and it transcended me into a different world completely. I started to tour, the UK, and I started to break down barriers for DJ music. I started to go on the BBC daytime television. I started to do Radio 1 in concert. I started to do Radio 1 sessions. I started to be on ITV. I'm the first DJ to go on Channel 4. The first DJ to do the Old Grey Whistle Test, which is some, massive program, top albums in the indie charts. And, we started, it's Eastern and Saint, so it was a duo. So we started to do things that breaking down barriers, going to places where DJ music has never been before. So if you look at the DJ music of today, with the Shaggy, the Sean Paul, all these people, we are the one that break down the doors.
You put the foundation. It was because that's why we appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate. I'm involved in music as well. Have a studio called Kingship in King's Cross. So I'm making an album called The Queen's Reign with women coming together. So when you're talking about setting the precedents, I'm saying thank you, my brother, and all the queens, the sisters that have come before. Thank you all. I have to say that. Love. I'm really enjoying your story. So, and look at the footage. We got footage coming up as well. You can see. Come on.
That is Radio 1 live. That was coming over Radio 1 live at the time. So we were performing. I mean, that doesn't happen today with any reggae artist doing an hour and a half live on Radio 1.
That don't happen.
That's Courtney Pine, saxophone player.
Courtney Pine is family. His family. His family.
Courtney started with me. He started in my band. So, we took this on unprecedented level. Stop That Train was like top 10 right across Europe. We had chart success here. There's so much, and I don't want to take up too much time in doing that and saying that. Then I started, in the 90s, after the breakup of Eastern and Saint, I started to produce and manage different acts and, younger acts, a lot of female artists as well. And then what I did, I started again. And I came up with this track called Oh Carol with me and Don Campbell. And that just went, oh Carol, I'm back.
I can't sing. That's why I'm not trying to sing it, because I would just end every kind of career. But that was a big tune.
Yeah, that went chart again, and that was like #1 in the Philippines for 3 months. Massive across, #1 in Portugal. So it was, another transformation of my career again through the 90s. And it hit the 2000, and I decided that I'm going to do an album. And when I did the album, there was a track on the album called Souljah. And I did a video, and the video that I did was an animation video. And everyone came to me saying, that looks like a video game. And the penny dropped again for me. I started now to develop a video game. So by doing that, I knew I had to write the story for the video game. So I written, first time in my whole life, I decided to write a complete story, not music, not anything like that, just to write a story. And I wrote Souljah Kingdom Rise. And from the book, from the Souljah Kingdom Rise, come this, my first book.
Amazing, brother.
Rebirth.
I'm gonna put the title in the chat, brother.
Yes, Rebirth, A Maroon Warrior. And I was very nervous doing this.
Why?
Because I've never done it before, and
But surely, my brother, so you know, when you think about what Nina was talking about earlier on,
yes,
we as people need to understand that transferable skills. You are a
yeah,
creative. Do you know what I mean? And like you said, from where you've come from, humble beginnings, and a grandmother that nurtured, she might have not been able to read or write, and a mother who came to England ambitious,
yeah.
all the learning that you had, you just applied it. You just applied it, but just on a different environment. So
Oh
from
yeah,
Jamaica to the UK, music, being performing, and then now performing as a writer, investing, writing scripts, you write music, you
yeah.
can write a book. So transferable, that's all that is. You just applied it on a different platform. More power to you.
It's and the thing is, when I wanted to, when I did Souljah Kingdom Rise, Souljah Kingdom Rise was embodied with fiction and non-fiction, and she, Nanny, was my non-fiction within Souljah Kingdom Rise. And I decided, okay, a matter of fact, I said I decided. I didn't. The ancestors decided that you need to write about Nanny, and you write it from your perspective. You don't need to write what the English said or the synopsis that the English has given you. Take it from Ghana, from her birth, and write to Jamaica, to where she, and I did that, and it's surprising to me the response is unbelievable. The response is phenomenal. So, it's just telling your audience and telling the kids of today that, you know what, we can do anything we want. We are so powerful. We melanin people are so powerful. I didn't go to university. I didn't, I don't have anything in English to say, oh, wow, you can't write a book unless you got A level or O levels in English. No, I'm a storyteller. My grandmother see that I get an education and I can tell my story within a book. And I know she would be proud of me today. As my ancestors, she would be very, very proud of me today to know that, what she's done, it's achievable now to the world. So it's for me now to be saying to younger Black kids, and especially Black kids, that
Black children, yes,
we can do this. We can do whatever we want. We are powerful people. We are strong. We it's.
It's about them. It's about our children seeing us with utilizing our powers, because many a time we say to our children, I always said to my daughter, I want you to do better than me. But while I have breath in my body, I still got to show her what doing better looks like where I'm at. Do you understand what I'm saying? So 100%, my brother.
Exactly.
So I just had to put that your way.
Yes. No, definitely. No, I've written for this book is about 57,000 words.
Wow.
I've written it like this.
Is it self-published or?
Oh yeah. And I've written it like this. I've written it with my hand.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's how the ancestors wanted me to do it.
Yeah.
They wanted me to write it with my hand, pencil and paper. Right. And I've written I'm not a fact, I say 57,000 words, but then there's Souljah Kingdom Rise, which is stemming from which is another 100 and something thousand words.
Brother, just
a quick one, because a couple people have written some comments saying they would have liked to have listened or heard the videos. Yeah, just saying lips read. Yeah, some people were saying they would like to hear the videos. However, at this time, unsure what's going on technical with the technology regarding that. So apologies, my brothers and sisters.
I think what would be better for your audience if I read chapter 1.
Brother, we'd love that, but to be honest, we are running behind, so we really cannot. But
Okay, no
if
problem.
we can open up the floors to the brothers and sisters, because I'm sure there is some
Oh,
questions for
definitely.
you, and it will be great. So while we get some questions in, if anyone would like to unmute their mic to ask the brother a question, that would be amazing. While we wait for that, brother, I had a question for you, because while you were
Please.
talking, we had your great trailer playing in the background, and it was amazing. Now, I myself am an author. Well, I've started my own book, and
Right.
I'm sure there are many people on this call who, like me, have that as a goal for 2022, but then might have writer's block, or where you want to write, but you just
Yeah.
can't get past the obstacles, and you just can't pick up a pen or a pencil or your laptop. Have you got any advice for any brothers and sisters who are experiencing that writer's block and just can't get through?
It's strange how that question comes to me now, because when I get writer's block more in music than what I get in writing my book. It's strange, because music is my career for 40 years. So I could not give an advice on writer's block, because I've never had it with doing the books.
Okay.
It just flows. I started writing when the pandemic starts. I was a massive smoker. Really, I've been smoking for 40 years. When the pandemic started, I decided that one night, I just get up one night and said, I'm done.
Good.
I'm done. And March coming would be 2 years since I stopped smoking. So what I proved to myself was willpower. That's what I proved to myself. There was nothing else more than that. It's willpower. People say, well, I'm addicted and I can't stop and I can't. No, you can. It's mind over matter. And I realized that. I used to go into the studio. I couldn't write a song unless I'm burning a spliff. I couldn't go on stage unless I got a spliff. And then I take my mind and said, you are strong. You're
the one in control.
I'm the one in control. And
yes.
I control of that. So
beautiful.
Your question, it's difficult for me to say, hey, when you get a writer's block, this is what you do, or this is what you don't do. I've never had it. Until I experience it, then I would get.
You're blessed. But maybe, hearing what you said, brother, I take it as it's just about being disciplined and using your own inner power. And so maybe it could be as simple as you set aside 15 minutes a day to write your book, and you show up for yourself. You know how we show up for the boss, we show up for the workplace, we show up for everyone else. Sometimes we don't show up for ourselves, whatever. But maybe it's just about putting that 15 minutes in the calendar, and not when it's like when you're at the end of the night when you're tired, but at some key point in the day. And even if you sit there doing nothing, you've shown up.
You know what?
It's as simple as that.
You know what my 15 minutes is? My 15 minutes is writing 10 of these every day.
Wow.
That's what my 15 minutes is.
That's inspirational.
And I write 10 A4 a day. And, I would write from, if I start from 1 to 10, put down, spend some time with the family, do other things that I'm doing at times. Tomorrow morning, get up, starts from 10, 11 to 20. So,
just for clarity's sake, so because I can see there's some comments in it. So you've got an animation piece.
Yes.
You have a book.
Yeah. And I've got an album.
An album, So, and just for the record, because a couple people did ask, other than, oh my gosh, what's it? Do you know what? Say the title of the tracks again, please.
It's like the title of
the music tracks.
What
the releases.
Oh gosh, you got to stop that train. You got another one, Bite the Dust. You got, Tribute to General Echo. You got Talk About Run, and this is all
Name of
number one.
album. Name of the album.
Stop That Train album and Too Bad DJ album. And now my latest album is called True Survivor.
Amazing.
Okay. So
We
that
have
was-
a question. We have a question
go.
or point from Andrew Bryan that says, Clint Eastwood and General Saint. My older brother used to have these records. Love them. And we also have a Beanie who says, yes, is it only a book, not a video?
To tell you, Beanie, the book is coming from the development of a video game. So at this moment, I'm developing, I've created a world called the SKR world, which is Souljah Kingdom Rise. So there is video games, movies. I'm talking to people of movies, play on this. I mean, I had an interview with Judith Jacob a couple of months ago. She said, no, this book is a, definitely a play, and I want to be in this. So, Souljah Kingdom Rise, I've developed, movies, book, games, all these things around it, which I'm developing at the moment, starting with the book. And, you see certain things from the animation that you've seen on screen is towards the game that I'm developing at the moment. I've got my team of people, my animators.
That's beautiful. And that's nice to know. The word I heard there is, to summarize, was resource. So you've got a hub, of resources that you are able to tap into. In the famous words of Judith Jacob, in the famous words of our sister Judith Jacob, I want to be in there too.
Exactly. You need to open it up.
Open up for the sisters. It's a powerful story for the sisters to be
ready.
a part of. And, yes, you are so welcome. And I must give thanks to, Chancellor as well. Because it's been a force behind what I'm doing. He's been helping, so he's believing what I'm doing so much. And he's, Chancellor, if you're still online, big respect, my brother. Big respect. And we are going into 2022 as a force.
Brother, it sounds like you are a visionary. I love how you're going into different fields. You are being the Jay-Z of the conscious world, going into different industries and empire building, which is amazing. So, brother, as you know, we are about love and relationships.
Yes.
And we actually have in a moment, after a short interlude, we have the ACU, brother Taj, joining us. And just to tell you what it is, brother, what the ACU is, it's the African Cooperative Union. They believe that Black group economics is key for us and our success. So it's about us, it's that concept of, if every Black person put £1 in a pot each month, we'd have £2 million, for example, to, put into Black education, Black media, Black infrastructure, Black business. How important, brother, do you think Black economics is to the upliftment of our Black people?
Oh gosh. One of my idol, one of my role model is Dr. Arikana. And that is
sorry brother. Can we remind family to turn off and mute your computers, please? You are interrupting the broadcast. So please, can everyone mute? Thank you so much, family. Please continue, brother.
Yes. What I was saying, one of my idol today, one of my role model is Dr. Arikana, and this is what she's all about. And we as a people, having our own, even Africa having its own currency. Africa as one, spending our own, for instance, dollar. We need to have that, because if we don't have that, we're not going to be free as a people. We're going to always be enslaved. mentally, we are always going to be enslaved. And I do believe the power of economics is what's going to release us from the chain. And we've got some powerful Black men, entrepreneurs, out there,
and women.
And women. Oh, sorry.
Balance.
I did not, sorry. But when, as you just hear, I say one of my idol is a woman, Dr. Arikana. But you've got some powerful Black persons out there who, hey, we if we put together, as you said, a pound from all of us putting together and creating our own world, our own, it's been done before. So it's not an impossibility. It's been done. It's we've seen it. The Black Wall Street in America, where Black people was doing that. So we need to empower ourselves, and we know economics is the power.
Amazing. Brother, you have been inspirational and you continue to be. Please, we've got Sister Shanice has put links to your book in the chat. If there's any other contact details for your social, please just put it in the chat so we can follow you, brother. And while we line up our Brother Taj, if you can come live, while we do that, very quick question, last question, General Saint.
And if you can't hear what you're seeing, this is a trailer for the game.
Oh, amazing. And Sister Shanice, can you put the trailer link in the chat as well so that we can watch it with sound after this call? That's amazing. So General Saint, last question quickly. Is Black love dead?
Is Black love dead? How can I put this?
Talk unfiltered.
The truth, if I should tell the truth, it's dying. It's not dead, but it's dying. I'm a proud Black man. I'm not racist because most of my life I entertain white people. I work with white people, so I'm nowhere racist or prejudiced or in that form. But I try not to mix, all my kids are straight. I keep my bloodline intact because that's what I love to do. It's not because of, and
it's personal preference, which everyone is allowed to have.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. But it's not dead. It's still, it's still alive, but it's not alive like when I came to this country in the late 70s and 80s. Yeah, Black love was strong, man. We were strong. We were, it was good. It was brilliant. We're losing a bit of it because of television commercials. YouTube, Facebook,
Instagram.
We're losing a bit of it, and the teaching. Nowadays you said, oh, kids' parents is Instagram, and their mother is Instagram, their father is Facebook, and things like that. I remember back in the days, you used to say, their parents their mother was Madonna, or this, that. But now it's now changed. It's about social media. We don't know.
You say, we can't stop there. What we see, like I think one of the sisters said earlier on. She said I think she said something like, give thanks for younger sisters who are so hopeful. Something like that, not quote unquote. So for me, seeing young sister Empress Serene, writing her book about friends, how you instill and nurture, and bring her up with love and show her what she is deserving as the generation coming up. For me, how can we give up on Black love?
No,
Not that you have given up on it. You never said that. You never said that. But you know what? We can only just pick it up and see, because we want to see the fruit.
Yes, what I'm trying to do is to put awareness into us as people, to say, hey, if we don't careful, we're gonna lose it. We need to get up on what I also and start to say, hey, let's
protect it. Let's protect it.
Exactly. And if we don't see the danger, we won't protect it.
And that's why it's important to serve ourselves accordingly. This is why it's important to serve ourselves accordingly.
Amazing.
Black love is powerful. It is
powerful.
And I want to maintain it. I want to keep it, powerful. So I don't want us to rest on our laurels and, thinking, oh, it's all good. No. I see a lot of our young ones are straying. And, the moment you start losing respect for the elders in your own community, because that's what the youth of today are using their respect for the elders, not like when we were growing up. And
amazing.
People talk to us, because if we're talking about love, love comes, as they said, a child is raised by a village.
100%.
You understand? So
100%.
I'm just saying, and I hope people, no one get me wrong. I'm saying love starts in the home. In the home. That's where it starts. And I teach my kids to respect elder people. That's day one. You grow them like that, and thank God, my kids are they're beautiful.
You're blessed, brother. You're blessed. And on that note, we're going to have to keep it moving. Brother, are you going to stay with us for a bit? So as we talk about our next phase of Black power and Black development, it's about money and finance. Can you please chip in, brother, where you feel you need to?
Yes, I'm gonna hang around with you. I'm writing at the moment, but I'll hang around with you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, brother.
Love.
And thanks to Sister Shanice. She's beautiful. She's powerful.
She's a queen. She's a queen.
Powerful. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So on that note, thank you so much, family. We've had some lovely comments. Black love is still alive, but divide and rule is the order of the day. We need to continue to educate our children and for them to value and love their heritage.